Hello everyone, welcome back to Susie Saves. I am Susie. For those of you who might be new here, hello, my name is Susie and we are a dual income household of me and my husband. We have been doing low income budgeting and cash stuffing for almost 2 years now, and this is the Transfer Tuesday video. So because we do cash stuffing, we do a lot in front of the camera. However, we also contribute to online accounts, specifically for retirement and savings. And so these videos are to show you how those are going. We want to be transparent with our financial journey, and so we'd love to bring you along for all parts of it. So if that's interesting to you, let us dive on in. So, hello, it is Tuesday, June 17th, and this is our current portfolio. If you look to the top left here, you can see that we're at $32,181.09. What we're looking at right now is my Roth IRA. I started my Roth IRA pretty soon out of high school. My dad taught me a lot about this stuff, so I was just putting in a little bit here and there. Last year, I was able to fully max out the Roth IRA, and I plan to do that again this year. My current balance in my Roth IRA is $28,390, and I'm just going to go through these real quick, starting at the top of where that money is actually invested. So we got about $2,500 in VOX, $2,800 in IVV. This is the iShares S&P 500. Almost $2,700 in a target date fund. This is the 2060 target date fund. It's the closest one to a year I would retire. I think they go in fives. So there's 2055 and also 2065, but I chose 2060. Almost $1,000 in Tesla. Almost $1,000 in Nvidia. $1,500 in VDC. $14,000 in VOO. This is the Vanguard S&P 500. These have given me the most return out of everything, and I really, really like these ETFs. 700 in the global commodity stock, 700 in Coke, 700 in VIG, and then 700 in Berkshire Hathaway. I don't know if this is a good diversification or not. I'm not a financial expert. This is not financial advice. I just think it's interesting to see how it grows and what it does. Next is specifically what we did this week. Every week we put in at least $135 to hit that $7,000 mark by the end of the year. But this week we had extra, so we went ahead and put in $250. And then I went ahead and bought VOO with that, since it was actually a little down when I went to buy last week. After this, we have our cash management account. This is just some stock to play around with, to be honest. We do hope to retire early, and so we don't want to be taking all the money out of our retirement accounts at that time. Though technically you could take out of the Roth IRA whatever you personally had put in, your contributions. We would rather not do that until later. So this is just an account to maybe grow a little bit. I got a raise back in October, and that 3% is going into here. So this is what this is. It has $2,302 in it right now. $1,000 of that is in cash. This is the only part of our emergency fund that's tied to a physical card. And $1,000 was the amount I felt comfortable having on a card like that. We have $100 in Nvidia, $900 in VOO, $119 in Coke, $60 in the Surgical Institute, and then $135 in Berkshire Hathaway. But I'm really not liking Berkshire Hathaway lately. And this is what we did this week. That 3% comes out to roughly $25 a week, so that's what we've been doing. And then, like I said, VOO was down last week, so I went ahead and put the money into that. Our last category here is my husband's Roth IRA. He just graduated college and started his first big corporate job in April. So this is when we started putting money into this account. Hence why it's only at $1,488. He has $3 in cash, $400 in VOO, and then $1,000 in Berkshire Hathaway. He really talks up Berkshire Hathaway, but I don't think he's looked a lot at their records. I'm going to try and put a little bit more of his portfolio into VOO and also diversify it because He's only got 2. Granted, I think they're both ETFs. I'm not sure if Berkshire Hathaway counts as an ETF, but they're both invested in several companies. So it's not the worst, but I think diversification would be great. And then specifically this week, like I said, we had extra money, so we put in $250 into each of these accounts. And again, I know, very boring, but we bought VOO with it, like I said, since it was down. But yes, so that is what we did online on the investment front this week. Thank you so much for coming. We do this every week, and we would love to hear what have you done this week. Last week, Haley posted that she opened a taxable brokerage account. Good job, Haley. That's fantastic. Really big money moves we're making. If you did something exciting this week, let me know down in the comments below, whether that's contributing to like a 401k, 529, Roth, whatever that may be, or if you did something on the saving side where maybe you helped pay down a credit card or a mortgage or anything like that. I would love to hear what moves you've been making lately. Thank you all so much for coming to this Transfer Tuesday. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everyone.